morning. It is Saturday, my dudes, and so far today I went for a very short walk and then did my laundry. The laundry rooms were a lot less busy than the ones I'm used to back at home, and so it was a lot nicer to do my laundry there. Apparently Saturday morning is the day to do laundry. But yeah, I did laundry. It took me a while because you have to go back and forth, pick up your laundry, take it back, put it up. So that took most of my morning. Then I had breakfast and then I battled with German bureaucracy for a second to try and figure out how to pay my mandatory license fee, which is a thing that you have to pay. Here's also a thing. I thought that fee was €17.50 for like, I don't know what, like a semester or something. No, it's €17.50 a month. And you have to pay it regardless of whether you use German TV broadcasting or radio or not. So that's fun. Still haven't quite figured out how to pay it yet, but there's supposed to be an information session for internationals about it in a couple of weeks, and I hope they won't fine me for not paying it before that. Also, yes, I speak German, but also sometimes it's nice to get something in English that I can actually make sense of and not have to figure out things in bureaucratic German, but that's the German bureaucracy for you, so that was fun. The only other thing I have planned for today is I need to do some studying, actually studying, because I am a student. I spent a bit of time yesterday just kind of, was it yesterday? One of the days, just going through and organising everything and putting it into folders. So I'm all good to go, I just need to actually get started on studying the modules. I do want to at some point take you guys with me up to the university just because I haven't really explored it myself yet, and it would be fun to kind of do that together. But as of right now, I mean, the campus is shut apart from, I think, just the library. I know you can still book space in the library, so I might do that at one point and take you guys with me and see sort of what the campus looks like, because I am supposedly studying at the university, but you wouldn't really be able to tell because nothing's happening there. Everything's online. Also, the elections are still ongoing and no one knows yet who won in the US. So that's fun. Probably by the time, almost definitely by the time this is posted, the election results will be widely known, possibly contested by a certain current president. There might be a whole bunch of lawsuits involved, but I think legally the election results will be set in stone, possibly. I don't know, we'll see, that'll be fun. But for now, it's still up in the air, so love that. It's day 5, it's the 10th today, day 6 of the election. So it's a Saturday, nothing's gonna happen today, but it's playing on my mind. But yeah, for now, let's get studying.
You packed the flashlight, the blanket, and the map. It's a real adventure, the trail you're looking at. I'm glad you came. For a while I thought you might be bailing. Is that the same yellow shirt you used to wear? But 1,000 years seem like almost no time now. This guitar right here, do you still remember how I played for you? I was crappy, but you sang along, and I thought you knew I could die to keep you near. We've got a fire in the tent. It's 5:30 a.m. Let's be the kids who left, get in trouble again. That stuff's got nothing on you. That one's brand new. Still, it's got nothing on you tonight. I don't need to go over old and useless words. What you said, what I said, that might have made it worse. We're here again at the same spot where we kissed the first time. I swear my pain's far away, long gone by now. We've got a fire in the tent. It's 5:30 a.m. Let's be the kids who left, get in trouble again. That stuff's got nothing on you.
So I'm about to head out to the shops. It's only 5 p.m. and yet it's so dark. I need to get over myself. The fact that it's dark does not mean that I can't go out, but my brain is like, it's dark, it's late, we have to go to bed. But it's dark, it's 5 p.m. We have to go grocery shopping.
Nobody's gonna force the morning light. 5:30 a.m. Let's be the kids who left, get in trouble again. That star's got nothing on you. That one's brand new, still it's got nothing on you tonight. We've got a fire in the tent. It's 5:30 a.m. Let's be the kids who left, get in trouble again. That star's got nothing on you. That one's brand new, still it's got nothing on you tonight.
I've heard a story, I've heard it said, I've come to believe that love is a bet. Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose, and sometimes it calls you right in the move. Come to my table, come to my bed, go easy my hunger, easy my head, bringing me fire, bringing me water, taking me high, taking me down. Give me your pretty, give me your messy, give me your happy, give me your sad. I may be staying, I may be going, I may be left, I may fall apart. Come to my table, come to my bed, go easy my hunger, easy my head, bringing me fire, bringing me water, taking me high, taking me down.
I am definitely coming out here more often. It's so pretty, especially in the fog, like the early morning fog. I can see this as being a place where I can just kind of take a breath and forget everything for a bit. This is why autumn's my favourite season. It's so pretty, there are so many colours. And even in like November it's not completely bare, like there's still loads of leaves left on the trees. This is one of my favourite places, I think. Definitely to come to. I think it's important just to take some time out of your day to just come somewhere and take a breath and just leave everything else behind for a little bit. It's still there, you can still come back to it, but just for that one moment you're just here and you don't have to think about it. Honestly, imagine if it snows here in winter. It would be like Narnia. I'm so excited. I really hope it snows. That would be so amazing. Definitely my favourite season. Trees here are also just unbelievably tall. Like, you think of the Grimm's fairy tales and you can see why they're from Germany in this area, because this is definitely a fairy tale forest. The trees just go all the way up. They're like at least 50 feet. It's so cool. It's so atmospheric. Like, you definitely get like fairy tale vibes. Like Rumpelstiltskin's just gonna jump out the bush at any minute. It's lovely. Quite a lot of people out here for a Sunday. Though I guess everyone's got the day off and so you go for walks. Wish I'd brought like a hot drink, like a thermos, and I can just kind of sit and enjoy the ambience because it is so nice. Just kind of listening to the bird song. It's so calming. Like, this is the best form of therapy. Just kind of going out and taking everything in. It's lovely. The little sounds of the forest. See the lake. The foggy bits at the end, I think that's the lake. Just like that, we're by the lake. This is one of the things I love about this place. It's so like versatile. One moment you're in the middle of the forest, the next moment you're out by the lake. It looks like the sea in this fog. Hey, I have returned from my walk this morning. I ended up being on for closer to 3 hours, which wasn't the plan, but I got halfway and then my phone died, and so I couldn't look up maps or bus times, and because it's a Sunday, buses tend to only run once or twice an hour, and so I ended up just going to the bus stop that I knew, and luckily I got a bus within the first 10 minutes, and so made it home, but it took a little bit longer than I expected. So it's currently about 12. I'm just about to have breakfast and then I'm gonna work on probably some language typology work. I want to get started on that module. I really enjoyed my walk. I love autumn, as you will be able to tell by now. It was just so nice to first walk through a forest and then sort of go out to the lake and sort of walk around the lakeside. It was really, really lovely, and obviously it was foggy, which just adds to the atmosphere and makes it really, really nice. So I loved that. That was a lot of fun. Definitely something I want to do more of because it clears your mind and it makes you feel a lot more prepared to take on the day. So yeah, I'm just going to make myself some breakfast, I think, and we'll see where we go from there. Okay, so I know this is going to sound really stupid, but I just watched an Unasana's video where they were talking about their dogs dying, and I just thought about my cat and how I'm not with him, and so if anything happens to him, I wouldn't be there, and I wouldn't. Everyone in the comments is saying if you have a pet, go give them an extra hug, but I can't. Unasana's, man, that's a time. Oh, it's a good channel. If you guys, Unasana's will be dead by the time this goes up, which is wow. But if you were there for Unasana's, definitely let me know, because that's such a weird thing to think about, that when this goes up, the Unasana's will just be dead, it'll be gone. I won't be able to go back and look at it, which is also sad. Okay, I need to pull myself together a bit, I think. But I will also reiterate, if you do have a pet, please go show them some love and take care of them, because being away from them is hard, and you really do start to look at them in a different way. And I'm gonna treasure every moment that I spend with my cat. I'm talking about him as if he's dead. He's not, but it's just difficult. So yeah. It only took me like an hour, but it's done. I don't entirely know how I feel about it yet. It's gonna take some getting used to because it went from obviously being completely white to like pitch black, but I think I'm liking it. Okay, so it's about 6 o'clock and I'm just gonna get started on a little bit of studying, just so I've got some studying done today, because this weekend hasn't been as productive as I planned. This whole week hasn't been as productive as I planned, but that's just the way it goes. I mean, it's the first week of actual lectures, and so there's a lot of adjustment going on. Normally by this point at Cambridge I would be full on work mode, like I'd be working like there was no tomorrow, because I have to, because of the intense terms. But here I can take time to just not for a little bit. I haven't had as full on of a workload as I normally would have. Currently, like, I have no set work in the sense that I have to submit it to get marked, and so it's all kind of down to me what I do, which part of me really likes, because it means that I do have the freedom to have a week like this where I just kind of get my bearings and get used to everything without having to worry that I'm falling massively behind. And I think it's important, I mean, just to kind of learn that work does not define you, in the sense that you can, I mean, I'm lucky to say that this year I can take a step back and not completely focus on work, because it has not been like that for the past 2 years. And so I'm learning to enjoy not doing work, in the sense that I'm having to adjust to the idea that not doing work can also be a good thing, and it doesn't have to be that you have to live in constant guilt. And it's definitely, I have a ways to go with that, because I'm currently feeling like this week was a complete failure. But I think it's important to just kind of take a step back and realize that, okay, you didn't do a lot of work. I have enjoyed this week. It's been an odd week because obviously it was my first week, because I think everything just takes a mental toll on you, regardless of whether that thing is work or just kind of adjusting to new classes and a new setup. That's kind of more what this week has been about, I think. Just kind of getting stuck in, not necessarily being hyper productive as a result. But then again, if you kind of redefine productive, this week has been productive in the sense that I've experienced a lot of new things and I've had to adjust to a lot of new things, which is, in essence, productivity, because at this point in the week everything is looking very different to what it was looking like at the beginning of the week, and so that's progress, which can be equated with productivity. But then again, not everything has to be about productivity, which is definitely something I have to learn. Yeah, no, that's my little spiel over. Point is, I'm going to do a little bit of work to calm my brain from not having done any.
Sky's beautiful and so are you. I wanna make it up to you, start something new. Yeah, I've been thinking of the parts I played for you, and how I'm drinking from the bottle as I do.
So that's the end of this week's video. I'm sorry if it wasn't as productive or study focused as you might have wanted or I might have intended, but I think it gave a pretty accurate representation of what goes on in a week for me at this point in time. I'm now just gonna have dinner and then sit down and watch the first episode of season 2 of His Dark Materials on BBC iPlayer, which I'm really excited about because I loved season 1, and as someone who grew up watching the film, I did love the film when I was younger, but also having grown up reading the books, I am really excited for this series. This week has definitely been a lot to get used to, what with completely new classes that I'm not used to, like the format is different. Obviously it's different anyway because of Corona and everything being online, but also studying in a different country, getting to grips with the structure of all of my classes and how they're taught, and the fact that some of them are taught in a different language. Getting used to all of that has definitely been a big part of this week, I feel like, and so it'll be fun to be able to look back on it and see where I go from here. But so far, this has been my week. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, please consider subscribing, because this is a really exciting project. This whole channel is a really exciting project that I want to dedicate a lot of time to this year. Definitely Stick around if you liked it. This isn't necessarily the content that I'm going to be making because I want it to be more sort of travel focused, hence the name of the channel. But also, the name of the channel is partly me going out and traveling and seeing new places, but also me just kind of navigating life as a 20-year-old slash soon to be 21-year-old, also in a pandemic. So it's about taking on the world for myself, one step at a time. So if you are interested, please join me on this journey because I think it's going to be really exciting. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.